This is a discussion of methods of catching worms.
Now, method one of catching a worm is the blackbird stamping method, as I mentioned. And so the idea is you go like this, pretending to be a blackbird, of course, but I'm not quite the right size for it, but I'm hoping the worms won't notice the difference. So imagine claws hitting the ground, and that's your blackbird stamping method. Now, the next step is to, allowing some time to elapse, is to dig up the ground and see if any black... Yep. See, the blackbird stamping method has had a success. So I regard that as a killer way to catch a worm. There's a dear little worm. I'll drop him back into the ground, as I don't wish any harm to worms. As if by magic, a worm has appeared. I must admit I put it on a bit of paper, but it was actually there first, and it's a different worm from the worm that appeared in relation to killer method number one. So it's a much fatter worm, as you might notice, and that seems to be the way in which one can attract a worm, by putting out a polite note requesting their attention. I'm assuming it'll crawl away in due course. Killer way number three, which is to put out a lettuce leaf in the hope of tempting worms out of their normal hidey holes in the ground. And so that's what I'm going to do. I have prepared a lettuce leaf and can show you the lettuce leaf in position. We'll go to plan. There is the lettuce leaf down its hole, and at the moment no signs of any worms around it, but there we are. Now, the fourth killer way to catch a worm is to put water on the ground and hope that worms come rushing up as a consequence of doing that. So we'll leave that for a few minutes and see if anything... There are two of them wriggling about after a fashion. So they've responded to the watering, which is encouraging. Killer way number 5 was to charm the worms out of the earth by singing to them. And I'm now going to demonstrate this rather rarefied art. Okay. Come on, dear worm, out of the ground you come. There's only a little way to go, and then I shall be able to see you in all your beautiful worm-like beauty, and add you to my collection. I'm hoping they didn't understand that bit. And maybe they also require notes on a different wavelength, so that might be hitting the worms where they live. I don't know. I can't see at the moment whether any are coming out of the ground, but I'm hoping they will. They have in the past, and so they may yet again do. Well, that was 5 killer ways to attract worms, of which 3 seem to attract worms. Admittedly, the lettuce leaf didn't, and the message really didn't do, but others did. And so you can attract worms using the 3 of those methods, and I urge you to do so if you want to catch worms for whatever reason it might be. Bye bye. See you the next time I get a bright idea about trying to do 5 killer ways of something. Any suggestions will be very welcome, so if you want to add comments to this video, then please do. Thank you very much.